So I got suspended from Twitter. Yep. Okay, Stager, what have you done? Why did you get suspended from Twitter and why are you bopping the mic? Yeah, so I got suspended from Twitter for... Well, I'll just show you. I'll show you the tweet. Because Twitter is trying to force me to delete it, which I am not. But, here's... Controversial Stager. Here's what I said, and I hope you guys can see that. It's quite hard because I'm using 4K and stuff. But I says to a guy, I was like, I honestly can't tell if you're a lefty retard or just a regular brand retard. And I'm gonna get into why I said this. So I'll 2 seconds. I'll bring it up and I'll show you. So the first tweet that he tweeted, the one that kind of got my back up, should I say, was he says, nice to see the jumped up, morally righteous fuckwits are on their soapboxes about Kat Von D. How she chooses to raise her kid is her choice, not yours. Now kindly fuck off and find something else to be outraged about from the safety of your anonymous keyboard. Twats. So we'll have a look at the rest of it and why I was saying child abuse and things like that. But basically it came out today that Kat Von D, who is a model, makeup, I don't fucking know. Who cares? That's not the point. It was brought to my attention that Kat Von D is not going to vaccinate her children, which I feel quite strongly about. You know, you should vaccinate your fucking kids. So I was just going through the hashtag and I'm trying to do this thing where I don't talk to fucking idiots, but unfortunately, yeah, I bet. I'm sorry. So personally, I feel like if you don't vaccinate your child, you're intentionally putting that child in a dangerous situation. You're presenting that child to danger, and not only that child, but the rest of society as well, because the herd, if you will, if one person's not vaccinated, then it makes it worse for the rest of humanity. But anyway, that's a full other story, and personally, I think that because you're putting that child in harm, then that is tantamount to child abuse, which, once again, totally different topic, but that's my thoughts on it. I think that everyone should be vaccinated, and I think that there's literally zero evidence to say that vaccination causes any of these things that these anti-vaxxers try to say, but like I say, it's a total different topic anyway. So, yeah, Kat Von D came out about this, and I was like, what a fucking idiot. That's bang out. But I knew, and I was sitting here and I was like, there's like everyone is banging on at her about how bad it is. So I was just scrolling through the hashtag just to see, and I know I shouldn't have because I knew that someone was going to make me bite. And yeah, this kind gentleman, Wildheart 666, a motorcycle tattoo cat father fucking soy boy. Okay, he's not a soy boy, and I fucking hate that term because, once again, the estrogen soy thing, different topic. Says the guy with blonde hair. So he turns around and he says, nice to see morally righteous fuckwits, blah 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 blah. And I was like, you don't understand the situation. People aren't telling her that she should raise her kid in a certain way. They're saying that fuck you for putting that kid in danger of getting a 100% vaccinatable disease that could kill the child. To which I replied, as you can see, you think that something that is tantamount to child abuse should not be confronted. And he says, thank you for proving my point. To which I reiterated, so you'd say that someone who's abusing their child shouldn't be confronted. You're a weird bloke. To which he says, I'm a barrel of laughs, which I am if you've checked out my YouTube channel. Full of laughs, laugh a second is what I was trying to say. I'll laugh a minute, or laugh maybe once in 5 years if you're lucky. Go back to being morally outraged. There are loads of tweets about racism, sexism, Islamophobia, Trump, Brexit, etc. for you to cast your unwanted, yawn-inducing opinions on. And if you guys know me, moral outrage isn't one of those things that I tend to do. So I actually played on the thought of what to reply to this guy with this one. The first one was probably you should do a bit of research before you start tarring everyone with a brush, but tarring everyone with the same brush. But then I thought, no, because that sounds like I am calling him racist or something, and that's not my point. But the point that I got at was, I honestly can't tell if you're a lefty retard or just a regular brand retard. And by lefty retard, I know there's a few people who are mostly on the left here in the comment section, and I'm not tarring everyone that is left leaning as a lefty retard. I'm very centrist in my entire thoughts, which is why you can see how I'm weighing in on vaxxing and stuff like that. But anyway, by lefty retard, I mean the people who are so liberal, and I'm quite liberal in a lot of my thinking, but are so liberal that they think that you should just be allowed to do whatever you want, including fucking up your kid's life. And that's what I was getting at. Or just a regular brand retard. And this is what has triggered Twitter. So after he goes on to say, so showing indignation at someone not vaxxing their kid is okay, but being insulting to mentally challenged folk is okay. To which I took that as him saying that he was mentally challenged. And I replied with, oh, so you're admitting you're mentally challenged? All right, in that case, carry on. And then he called me a bigot, and he says, nothing like a bit of bigoted prejudice to round off the evening. I could pretend to be offended, but that would make me look like a bit of a cunt, like you, for example. Sweet dreams. I am a cunt. I was like, okay, so you're a left retard, gotcha. Because he starts the reason for me calling him a lefty retard is because he starts bringing out things like, oh, you're a bigot, as in I'm not. Well, as you see, I'm a person who's intolerant towards those holding different opinions. I'm not intolerant towards you holding a different opinion. I just think you're a fucking idiot if you think, you know what? No, I am a bigot. I will hold that right there. If your opinion is that you should allow your children to be subject to harm, and that's totally fucking fine, then yeah, okay, I'm a bigot towards you. I think you're a fucking retard. Okay? For an alleged solicitor, you really are obnoxious, insulting bigot, aren't you? For an alleged solicitor, you really are an obnoxious, insulting bigot. I know pretty much every solicitor I know are pretty damn obnoxious. And I wouldn't really say insulting bigot. I'm quite insulting, but that's because I grew up in Glasgow and, like, we basically hit everything on the nose. We don't, like, fuck around with things. But yeah, so the entire point is that conversation where I called a guy a lefty retard for being, I wanted to put a bit of context behind why I call him a lefty retard and things like that, because I don't want you guys thinking that I indeed hate everyone from the left, which couldn't be further from the truth. I think that a productive civil discord is needed for literally any society. But the point I'm making is that tweet was then brought up as a point of contention for suspending my account. So I was like, right, okay. I've called someone a retard, and the thing is, I don't know if it was the word retard, or maybe Twitter just don't like people being called lefties, because we all know how Twitter like to shit on anyone who is not a social justice warrior. And let's put it bluntly like that. I've seen quite a few people. And it doesn't even need to be lefty. If you're calling out anyone for their shit, I know that one of my viewers actually had a similar situation where she was banned from Twitter for a week for being, there was a load of people giving her abuse for the fact that she was trans. And I'm not going to name any names just in case she doesn't want to be named, but she was getting a load of abuse for being trans, and she called them out on their bullshit and got banned from Twitter. And it's like, the fuck? So yeah, I just wanted to bring this out. I am fighting this, obviously, because it's me. There's a couple other things I wanted to show you, so we'll switch back over. And so this is the screen that I was greeted with when I tried to log into Twitter. I was just on my phone and it come up with this, so I went over to my PC to show you. So it says that my account's been limited temporarily for violating the rules against hateful conduct. You must not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. Well, unless this guy does actually have a mental disability or a serious disease, in which case I apologize and says carry on, then they're assuming that this guy has a disability or a serious disease, in which I was apparently harassing him, I guess, when it was a conversation. I wouldn't call a single tweet harassment, calling someone a retard. I don't know about you, but generally harassment has to be targeted and ongoing for me and, the law. But let's just ignore that one. As a result, we've temporarily limited some of your account features while in the state. You can still browse Twitter. You are limited to only send direct messages to your followers, no tweets, retweets, follows, or likes. Learn more, your account will be restored to functionality in 12 hours and 0 minutes. You can start this countdown and continue on Twitter if you delete the tweet. Okay, Steejo, why don't you delete the tweet? Why? Because Twitter's a bag of shite, and I can't be bothered deleting the tweet. I'd rather fight it, because I think that you can fuck off with your try to silence me because I've used a word that you don't like. And I use, anyone who watches this channel will know that I use the word cunt quite liberally. And liberally is in, I like to throw it out there, not liberally is in the left. Keep up, right? And quite a lot of people are offended by that word. But does that mean that I should be silenced from saying it? You're not allowed to say that word because some people are offended? No, it fucking shouldn't. Anyway, so I've clicked start, and I've appealed, and in my description for the problem it says I was suspended for calling someone who was against the vaccination of children a retard, a word used to describe people who are dumb or idiotic. If that simple word was indeed reason for suspension is upheld, then I'm extremely worried about the state of Twitter and its position as an open forum. Because if you are going to start locking people's accounts, suspending people through the use of a single word, then you're probably pretty fucked when it comes to any sort of civil discourse. But it's fine, because people like YouTubers, for example, can be consistently harassed by the same people over a course of 3-4 years with numerous reports made against their tweets and their accounts, and nothing happens to them. But I use a word like retard, or lefty, still don't know, and automatically my account's suspended. I just find it hilarious. But like I said, Twitter means fuck all to me. It's just a place where I go on and spout my usual shite. So I decided I would like to appeal this, to which it then says that my appeal has 3 days before they get back to me. So right now, I could have just deleted the tweet and had 12-hour countdown until I got my access back to my account, sort of like a slap on the wrist type thing. And if I try to log back into my account, even after appealing it, it comes up with this: delete the tweet. So I have to click that little red button to delete that tweet. But if any of you noticed, in the previous photographs that I showed you, or screenshots rather, the tweet had already been deleted. So Twitter has already removed the tweet before I need to delete the tweet. So this is sort of some weird mistress fetish where it's like, no, you need to click that button to prove that you were wrong. You have done a bad thing. Please click the delete button. It's like, you've already fucking deleted the tweet, so why is your shite? I've appealed it. My tweet should be fucking up there until I choose to delete it. Obviously, you know what, Steejo? Twitter's a private entity, so Twitter can censor you all you like, and I agree with that, and I understand that, but I'm not fucking going with it. I think that it's fucking bullshit, and if you want to suspend my account indefinitely, go fucking ahead. Whatever, I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook, I don't use Facebook, I've got YouTube, and YouTube's the thing that makes my money. Do you know how much of a mental relaxation it would be to not be able to go on my Twitter? You've no idea. But, yeah, I just thought it was a bit bullshit, and I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about it, how strange it is that people can spout all their bullshit as long as they're as long as they're being a social justice warrior. They can call anyone whatever they want, but as soon as you call someone a lefty retard, oh, fuck no, you can't say that, that's insulting to someone's mental fucking disability. And it's like, the dude doesn't have a mental disability, he's been an idiot. And the thing is, where retard stemmed from, if you called someone an idiot back then, that's the exact same fucking definition as a retard. A retard is someone who is slow. It means, fuck, dude, it comes back to, learn how to fly. People used to laugh all the time when the fucking, the books would say, retard the throttle, retard the yoke. It's like, oh, retard. No, it's just pull back on. It's just a fucking word, man. Grow the fuck up. Christ. But, I mean, I suppose this is just another example in a long line of Twitter just fucking banning people that they don't like, or timing out and people because they've says a word that they don't like. Fuck me. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest because I like to rant, which used to be for Twitter, but now it's probably going to be for YouTube because my Twitter's been suspended probably indefinitely if they don't come back and say that it's fine. But anyway, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Steejo, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.